Good morning, everybody. I forgot to turn a light on. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. Much better. You can see me better. Terry's going to join us today. So come on down to a seat for just a moment to connect and kind of check in how you're feeling today. And also, forgive me for just a moment. I'm going to go on a tangent. If anybody's watching live right now, I'd appreciate if you could make some comments or do a like or whatever, because we're trying to gauge, now that things are shifting in the outside world, what we want to do with the yoga classes. So I need some feedback from you, if you don't mind. Or you can call it the Douglas Library and kind of give your input, just so we know. Anyway, we'll move that to the side and do it at the end of class. So again, come down to a nice seated position and check in with yourself. How you feeling today? And we're going to start actually down on our backs. So your feet are going to be on the floor and, slowly come down. I know it's the beginning of class, so I'm not going to make you do any strenuous come down. And just bring your arms up overhead, just like you're reaching up. Move things out of the way if you need to, and then bring them back down to your sides. So let's get the breath involved with it. So inhale your arms up. And then exhale, bring your arms back down. And now we're going to add on. So bring one of your legs up to the sky. So inhale a leg up to the sky, just one leg. And then exhale it, bring it back down, nice and slow. And then bring the other leg up. So inhale it up. Exhale down, just starting to warm up and also get your brain going a little bit. So the other leg goes up, inhale up, it doesn't matter which one. Bring it up. And exhale down. And one more time, bring the arms up and the other leg up. And then exhale down. Okay, so bring your arms out to a T and widen your feet a little bit and just kind of move side to side like you're windshield wipering your knees. You don't have to get them all the way to the floor. Just starting to move the center of your body back and forth. Back and forth. So nice to do if you're not warmed up. Okay, now bring your feet back in line with your sit bones and just cross one leg over to the top of a knee. And just, we're not going to do thread the needle right now. Just feel that nice opening in the hip, the bent knee, the upper foot knee. Just feel that nice stretch there. And then uncross it and cross the other one over. Just opening up the hips a little bit. Again, just keep your foot on the floor. Just feeling a nice stretch. And then when you're ready, let's slowly come up to a seated position. Nice and slow. And then now we'll do some sides, getting our sides going. So inhale your arms up. And this is my right hand. I'm going to bring it down to the ground and arch over. So now we're getting a little bit more into the rib cage. And then come on back up and bring the other arm over. And feeling a nice stretch. And now let's go dynamic with it. So bring arms up and then going side to side and then back up and over. And come on back up. One more time. Just moving the upper body. Come on back up and over. And then come on back down to center. And pause and notice how your sides are feeling. Bring this arm up and take it to the opposite knee. Just twist around. So now we're getting a little bit more into the vertebrae. And then come on back around and bring this arm up and bring it around to the opposite knee. And then come on back around and let's come to table. Oh, you know what? Before we go, I forgot about this. We always forget about this. Let's rotate our shoulders around. So just up and around. It doesn't matter what direction you're going in. Just loosening up a little bit before we get down onto our hands and knees. And then rotate it around in the other direction. Just moving. Some opening. All right. And then come on around to tabletop. So wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. And the first thing we're going to do is warm up our wrist a little bit. So take one hand, it doesn't matter which one, and bring your fingertips backwards. And you'll notice your forearm is getting a little bit of a stretch. And just hold it there. It's kind of nice to do that. And then bring it back around and then bring the other forearm, the other fingertip, and notice if one side's a little tighter than the other, right? And hold it there for just a minute. And now bring both fingertips in so they're facing each other. And just hold it for a moment. And then stick them out like you're, I don't know, a duck almost, right? And then out. And notice which way you do hold your fingertips. And it might be different for everybody. So now try one palm, flip it over, and you'll feel a little bit stretch along the upper part of your hand there. Okay, and then flip the palm over on the other side and feel that. It's always good to do these occasionally. We should be doing them every day. Okay, bring your right foot back, sole of the feet to the floor, press your heel back, and let's start stretching into the back of that leg. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Lift the leg up and maybe bring the left arm forward. So my right leg's back, my left arm's forward, and just hold it. And then, notice what's going on with that right wrist, right? That right forearm. Bring the left hand down. Take the right foot, cross it over your left calf, and just feel that nice stretch along the right side of your hip and the right side of your leg. And then come on back around. Bring the left ball of the foot back, stretch it back. Just feeling that nice stretch all along the back. And then lift the left leg up and maybe the right arm forward. This is definitely a balance pose. You can stare at something at the floor that's not moving. And just hold yourself there. And then bring the right hand down, bring the left leg, cross it over your calf, look over your right shoulder. And just feel that nice stretch. And then come on back around. Curl your toes under and let's come into downward facing dog. So the knees are starting off bent. Maybe you bend one knee a little bit more than the other, just getting a little bit of movement in the back of those Achilles tendons. Taking some nice inhales, exhales, letting the blood flow kind of go in different directions now. And then when you're ready, slowly walk your feet behind your hands, come into a forward fold. And then hang out there, just getting a good stretch. We want to get a nice stretch in that lower back. Maybe grab your elbows, swing side to side. My elephant pose, I call it. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Have a nice flat back. Exhale down and bend your knees, and we're going to stand all the way up. So reach your arms all the way up, all the way up. Hands into prayer. Bring it all the way through your heart center and pause. Okay. So this is kind of fun. Okay. We've already kind of warmed up our hips and everything. So take your arms out like you're holding a barrel or a big beach ball. And then bending your knees a little bit, and I'm going to go to the left. Pretend this big barrel, you're going to scoop up some water and bring it up over your head and splash it over your head. And then bend down to the front. And again, scoop up the water and splash it over your head. And then we'll kind of twist to the right, keeping your feet forward, and scoop it up, splash it over. Okay, so let's go down to the floor of the front again. Scoop up the water, splash it over. And then the left side, scoop it up, splash it over. Go back to the center, nice and slow. Be really mindful of how you're scooping the water and bringing it over. And then coming down to the right one last time, scooping up and splashing it over. All right. Come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Inhale, halfway up. So bring your hands to your knees, flat back. Exhale down. Bring your right foot way back. We're going to come into a low lunge. You can pad something under your knee if you need to. If your surface is a little hard, come up onto that left knee and feel the stretch first. And then reach your arms up. Hold yourself up. And if you want to, okay, make sure that left knee is over the right ankle, over the left ankle. Take your right hand and bring it to your opposite knee, just like we did the twist, and bring your left arm backwards. Just a nice twist. And then come on back up. Pause. Bring your hands down by your front foot. Step that foot back into the tabletop, or I call it kind of the tabletop plank. Lower yourself slowly down to your belly. Press your hands into the floor. Lift your collarbone up. Exhale down, back down to the floor, chest down to the floor, and then come on back to tabletop, downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhales and exhales. Okay, walk your feet behind your hands, come into a forward fold. Okay. Bring your hands to your knees, inhale halfway up. Exhale down. And stand all the way up. Reach those arms way up. Really get the fingertips up. Hands down to center, heart center, and pause. Okay, inhale your arms all the way up. Fly down. Hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Bring your left leg back. Again, pad yourself. Make sure that front knee is over the ankle. Come up to the right knee, reach your arms up. Maybe take that left hand on the outside of the right knee and bring the right arm around to the side. You don't have to do this. And notice if your left knee is collapsing in. See if you can really keep that right foot anchored into the floor. Reaching around. Bring your arms back up. Hands back down to the floor. Step back and let's come into tabletop, and let's come into downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, this time walk your hands back to your feet. So we're doing a little bit of opposite here. Hang out here and then inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Stand all the way up, reach your hands all the way up into prayer. Bring it through heart center. And then mindfully walk up to the top of your mat. Nice and slow. Okay, inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down, rooting your feet into the earth. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down. Okay. Bring your right foot back. We're coming into a runner's lunge. If you need to bring your knee to the floor, the right knee to the floor, that's fine. If you need blocks under your hands, that's okay too. So we're going to twist the left hand up to the sky. So if you need something under your right hand, that's fine. So bring the left hand up and around so you're twisting. Okay, we're pressing that right heel back, rooting the left foot into the earth. Breathe into it. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, bring the left hand back down. Now, if your right knee is up, drop it down. Step the left foot back. Come into that tabletop plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Press your hands into the ground. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Come on up into that cobra. Exhale down. Come on back to tabletop, downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale. And exhale, fingertips, index finger and thumb, really pressing into the earth. Now walk your hands back to your feet. Come into a forward fold. Hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Slowly come on. All the way up. Reach up, reach up. Hands in the prayer. Bring it through heart center. Pause. Mindfully walk up to the front of your mat. Feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Now let's bring that left leg way back. You can drop the left knee down. You can put a block under your left hand. Whatever works for you. Make sure that right knee is over the right ankle. Right arm comes up to the sky. Doing a nice twist. Feel it. The twist so the right rib cage is going up. Nice inhale and exhale. Bring your hand back down. Drop the left knee down. Bring the right foot around and come into downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Okay. Walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Slowly bring your arms out. Reach all the way out. Be mindful. Hands up to the sky. Bring it through your heart center. And pause. Okay, mindfully walk up to the front of your mat. Okay. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Hands to your knees. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, bring the right foot back. We're coming into a high lunge. So your right foot is facing forward. Bend that left knee. Make sure it's really, that foot is rooted in. Come up to your left knee. It's kind of a balance pose when you come up. And if you need to move that right heel down to the ground, that's all right. Whatever you're feeling today, okay? So coming into a high lunge, we're going to get a little tricky here. So do what you feel is appropriate. So reach your arms up, okay? Totally stay here. Just hold, notice how the anchoring, especially the balance between the left foot and the right foot. Okay, I'm going to come around. We're going to do a little bit of an advanced pose here. So bring your hands into prayer, okay? I'm going to take this outside elbow. This is my right elbow, and I'm going to bring it to the outside of the left knee. Now, this may not be in some of your repertoire. You can certainly bring that left hand on the outside, bring it back. You can do, if you have your down like with your prayer hands, you can bring your fingertips up to the sky. Whatever works for you. You're just twisting around, keeping that balance, breathing in towards that left inner thigh, or top of the thigh, I should say. And then when you're ready, slowly come on back up. Okay, high lunge. Bring your hands down to the floor. You can drop your right knee, step back into tabletop plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Come on up into cobra. Exhale down. Come on back to downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Okay, walk your hands back to your feet. Hang out there. Inhale halfway up, flat back. Exhale down. And come on all the way up. Reach your arms way up, way up, way up. Bring your hands into prayer and pause. Okay, walk your feet nice and slow. Notice how fast you want to go. I mean, I'm just as guilty too of wanting to get going. But see if you can do that. Few steps on your mat can make a huge difference. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Crown of the head to the floor. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, now, so you're rooting that right foot. Now, high lunge. Bringing the left leg back, other side. Okay, so you know how strong you are and how good your balance is. So adjust to what works for you. Okay, you can totally stay in the high lunge. This is such a great pose. If you want to, you can bring your hands into prayer, twist to the right, and bring the left elbow on the outside of the left knee. Now remember, you certainly can just do the twist, which is the left hand on the outside of the knee, and just reach your right arm back. You can even open up your arms if you want. Just stare at something at the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. And then slowly come on back up. Reach your arms up. Okay, hands down to your floor. Step back. Let's bring the left knee down, right knee back. Curl your toes under. Come on up into downward facing dog. And breathe. Okay, walk your hands back to your feet. Okay, inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Stand all the way up. Reach up, reach up, reach up, way up. Hands into prayer. And come on back down. And pause. Okay. Walk your feet nice and gingerly up to the top of your mat. I'm just checking to see if I have... Oh, sometimes people say my audio is not on. Front of your mat. Okay. Inhale your arms up. Okay, here's a fun one again. So I'm going to come around and show you. We're going to sit back into chair. So bend your knees as much as you need to, or not, or come up a little bit. Again, we'll do another twist. So bring your hands into a nice prayer. Okay, this is my right elbow. I'm going to bring it to my left, outside of my left knee. So if you notice that your knees are swaying over, maybe this might be a little bit too much for you today. So again, take the opposite arm over to the knee and twist back. That's all right. That's all right. Whatever works for you. And then, go into the chair that you want. You can go deeper or not so deep, however you're feeling today. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Come on back around a chair. Hold the chair. And then stand slowly all the way back up. Okay. Okay, here we go on the other side. Well, again, I'll show you from this end then. So bending down into chair, hands into prayer. This time my left elbow is going on the outside of my right knee, twisting around, making sure that my right knee is not buckling in, but I'm really rooted. Those feet are rooted in. I can open up my hands if I want. Whatever works. Keep breathing. Come on back around a chair. And then slowly come on all the way up. Handstand to prayer. And pause. Okay, so come on up on your toes and back on your heels. Just getting a little rooted into your feet. So we'll come up into a nice chair, excuse me, a nice tree today. So again, keep those knees nice and buoyant. And notice if you're kind of a little weak on one side versus another. Maybe you need a chair. Maybe you need a wall. That's all right. Lift the right leg up. Maybe bring it out to the side. Maybe bring it to your calf. Or maybe touch down and up. Maybe bring it all the way up. I don't know if I can do it today, and I'm okay with that. And bring your hands into prayer. And keep breathing wherever you're at. Maybe bring the arms up. Bring your hands into prayer. Bring your hands to your knees. Bring your knee forward. Kick maybe. And come on back down. All right. Take a nice big inhale, exhale. Maybe come up on your toes, back on your heels. Okay, now you're rooting that right leg. Lift the left leg up. Bring it out to the side, up and down. Bring it to your calf. Now, if you did do the upper inner thigh on the other side, see if you can do it the same thing you did on the other side. Sometimes it doesn't work, right? That's all right. Got to have fun. Press your hands into prayer. Bring your arms up. It's all about focusing, isn't it? Your hands back down. Hands on your hips. Maybe bring that knee forward, kick it, and back down. All right, come on up to the front of your mat. Okay, inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. And let's just come down into child's pose. So bring your toes together, V your knees out, and just sit back on your sit bones. However you're doing this pose, see if you can feel a nice, gentle stretch in your lower back. It's a wonderful restorative pose. And walk your hands over to the right and just feel a nice stretch. Over on the left side. And then come on over. Let's walk it over to the other side. Just feeling a good stretch. Doing all those twists. We'll stretch it out. And then come on down to your belly. All right. We'll just do a quick locust. So bring your palms down to the earth. Okay. Your pubic bone should be really pressing into the earth. Lift your arms up and bring your shoulder blades together. Maybe this is where you're at today. If you want to, you can lift your chest up, your collarbone up. Try and look down towards your mat so that you're not straining your neck. And if you want to, you can lift your thighs off the ground. Whatever works for you. Taking some inhales and exhales. Opening up that front body, working the back body. Bring your hand palms down, stack them. Bring a cheek down. Maybe bend your knees. Moving side to side, back and forth. All right, let's do that again. So it's because it's so good for us. Okay, bring your palms down to the floor. Lift your arms up. Lift your chest up. Lift your legs up. Maybe you want to try and bring your arms out to a T. Maybe you want to do cactus pose. Maybe you want to bring your arms forward. Or maybe you want to keep your arms back. Maybe you want to clasp your hands behind you. Whatever works for you in this pose. Just keep breathing. And then stack your hands the opposite way and rest your opposite cheek down. You can windshield wiper your knees. Okay. All right. When you're ready, come on up to a seated position. We'll have some fun. We'll stretch out our back first. So feet are out front. Inhale your arms up and just fold forward nice and gently. Just stretching out anything you need to stretch out. And then let's open our legs out to a nice big V. And see if you can sit up a little bit on your sit bones. Reach your arms up and bring the right, I'm going towards my right side. I'm going to bring my right elbow on the inside of a little bit of my right thigh. And then opening up that whole left side, reaching the left arm over my ear. And then come on back up and just pause. And then lift your arms up. We'll go to the other side. So I'm bringing the left outside, the top of my left arm on the inside of the left knee, left leg, reaching up and over. Keeping that right hip down on the ground. All right, then come on back up. Okay, so what I want you to do is bend the left leg so it's kind of straight in front of you, and bend the right leg. I kind of call this the Z pose a little bit. I'm going to try this is a new one, okay? Well, actually, no, let's do this really fast. Bring the soles of your feet together. I should do this first because this is kind of intense what we're going to do. All right, and just windshield wiper your knees side to side. Just loosening up a little bit. The whole hips, because we're going to really get into those hips. Trust me, you're going to want to do this. All right, now bring that left shin forward in front of you and the right knee back. And if the right knee is closer to your heel, that's all right. Okay, so here we go. So bring your arms out to a T, okay? And then just twist to the left. You may not go very far, right? So my right hand is forward, and then come on back around, and then twist to the right. Obviously, you'll be able to go a little bit further this way. And then just one more time, nice and slow, out. Woo, you feel that in your right hip? And then come on back around to the other side. Keep your arms out to a T, okay? We're working those arms too. Relax your shoulders and just fold forward. You're probably only going to go about an inch because you'll start wanting to flop forward. But feel the whole hip area really working. And then slowly come on up and bring your arms down. Whew, right? That's right. Okay. Okay, so what I want you to do is anchor down as much as you can. Anchor that right foot down so the inside of the right foot is down. Sit up as much as you can and then just lift the knee up, the right knee up, and bring it down. Okay, it's a very small movement. The right knee up and down. Okay, I'm not going to tell you where you're feeling it because I know a lot of us are pretty tight in there. But this is getting strength into those, I think you know where, okay? And just lift up and down. And if you're moving with it, see if you can really ground yourself down, okay? So keep moving that. And if you get a cramp, obviously stop, okay? And one more time, up and down. Okay, pause. Relax that right knee. Now, focus on the right knee. And again, elongate as much as you can and root that right knee down. Now you're going to lift the foot up to the right foot up to the sky. Oh my. And if you notice, you may not be able to do it very much. I certainly can't. Okay. You're going to want to start doing the sway thing. See if you can really root down and just lift that right foot up and down. It's a very small movement. Maybe you can't do it, but it's something to work at. Getting that whole right hip. Keep lifting it up and down. You might get it. And see, I'm starting to inch forward, so I'm bringing myself back up. Okay, whatever works. One more time. Wow, right? Okay, come on, bring your soles of your feet to the floor in front of you. Windshield wiper, okay? Pretty interesting hip stuff, right? And again, modify or stop, whatever you need to do, okay? All right, this time the right shin is forward, the left is back, okay? Let's bring our arms out to a T, okay? Rotate to the right, and when you do that, automatically that left leg is engaging, isn't it? Come on back to center. Move it over to the other side. Rooting yourself down, so you're obviously going really slow to the other way. Nice and around. Yep, that left hip is firing up, isn't it? Come on back around. Keep your arms out. Come on back around. Okay, hold it there. Now just fold forward. Just a couple of inches at your waist. You're not rounding, okay? So you're folding forward. So that means you're not going that far. And you're trying to keep that left sit bone kind of anchored down as much as you can. Keep holding it. And then come on up. Relax your shoulders and your arms down, huh? Okay. I like to use my fists to root into the ground. You might want to use blocks, whatever you need to do to root yourself down. Okay, so now you're really pressing that left knee, that left foot. Let's start with the left foot. And then start lifting the left knee up and down. Nice and very slow movements, right? And there might be one side that's a little bit more creakier than the other. That's all right. It's just good information. Keep moving it up and down. Nice and slow. Trying to not move the upper body in any direction, but keeping it upright. One more time and down. And whew. Okay, here's the tough one. So now you're really thinking about rooting that left knee into the earth. You're keeping yourself upright. Yeah, I'm definitely moving a little forward, and I'm trying to lift, oh my gosh, that left foot off the ground, okay? Are you feeling that? Okay, maybe you want to yell at me later, but try and stay straight up. Don't try and rock, okay? Little tiny movements, lifting that left foot up and down off the ground, keeping your left knee into the earth. Keep lifting, working it, huh? And one more time. All right, I forgot to do this on the other side. Bring your hands, clasp your hands on the top of your head. Make sure you're pressing your head into your hands and just go side to side. So going to the left, going to the right, don't fall over. Just a nice extra stretch on side to side. Isn't that nice? This is a nice one to do after doing that. All right. And then bring your feet forward. Windshield wiper, side to side. Maybe bring your soles together. And then we'll just stretch out forward. You might feel a little bit more of aftermath after doing those lovely hip strengtheners, stretchers, whatever we want to call them. All right. Okay. Bring the soles of your feet to the earth, okay? Leaning back a little bit. Come on up into boat, okay? Just because we're doing the hips doesn't mean we're going to leave out any other parts, right? So hold yourself up. Really hold yourself up. We did our back body. Now we're doing our front body. Keep breathing into it. I'm definitely quivering today. Okay, soles of the feet to the earth, and just hug your knees. And then when you're ready, slowly lower yourself all the way, your upper body down to the earth, real slow. Be really aware of it. Take advantage of going nice and softly and gently. Okay. All right, really quick, cross your right leg over your left knee if you want to, okay? Just opening up. I am going to recommend that you don't do figure 4 because you just did some really intense stuff, but we're just stretching it out for a moment. And then uncross it and then cross the other way. The left foot comes over, just opening up anything else that's left over after doing all those hip engagers, right? And then come on back down. All right. Soles of the feet to the earth. Okay. So a little bit of a challenge today, too, in bridge. So what I want you to do is bring your arms up overhead, just like we did earlier at the beginning of class, okay? And really root your feet down. Make sure you don't have anything over your top of your arms running into anything. And start lifting your pelvis up to the sky. Okay, hold it up there for just a moment, just so you can engage. Feel the feet down, root everything down. And then slowly bring your arms and your pelvis down at the same time. Nice and slow. Real slow. And then we're going to go dynamic. And then lift the pelvis up, arms overhead with the breath. Inhale. And then exhale, nice and slow down. And you can lift as high as you want. Lift it really up, engaging the glutes, the back of your body there. And then exhale down. And inhale up. And then exhale, come on, all the way back down. Okay. All right. Bring your knees into your chest, and you can rock side to side if you want to. Just loosening anything up. Bring the soles of your feet to the floor, tee your arms out, and you can windshield wiper yet again just to loosen up those hips, which I hope today are going to be nice and loose and ready to engage. And when you're ready, straighten your legs out, bring your arms down by your sides, close your eyes, and check in with yourself again. See how you're feeling. Just let everything go. You can feel your skin, your muscles, all your organs just really going down into whatever type of floor you're in. And don't force your breath into anything. Just let it be nice and natural. The restorative part of yoga is so important. And if you want to stay here for the rest of the night or day or whatever time of day that you're watching this, certainly do so. It's a wonderful place to be after doing that practice. If not, start moving your fingers and toes. Just bring in a little bit of movement into your body, into your joints. Go all the way up through your meridians. And when you're ready, roll over on your right side. Hang out there a minute. And when you're ready, slowly come on up to a nice seated position. How we started the practice. And I got a nice sweet ending meditation or way to engage into your day. So with your breath, we're going to do I am peace. So when you inhale, say the words I am. And when you exhale, say softly the word peace. You can say it out loud or to yourself. So inhale, I am. Exhale, peace. Maybe join me with the final one. Inhale, I am. And exhale, peace. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Please remember to make a comment or like. We're trying to figure out what to do with the yoga classes, if this time works. Anything you would like, including poses, please let us know, because it is very important to get your feedback on whether or not we continue this or move it around. So thank you again and have a wonderful day.